Welcome back to A&M Moto Toys, where we have Lake Titicaca growing. That's what we now call it. Look at that. And we actually officially do have 100% mold on the ceiling tile growing. You can see the spots. And then this one instantly leaks too now, so it is kind of funny. That's an instant. For some reason, nothing yet. I'm sure I'll come in tomorrow and there'll be water. This has a little water, like this occasionally must drip, but yep, bucket there. I just put the bucket there. That one hasn't leaked again. I don't understand these leaks. But that's pretty much the situation right now, and it is pouring down, and today is June 30th. So June 30th, this is what we have. A torrential downpour, because that time of the year. And instant leaks. Once again, the owners, property management, have done absolutely nothing. So we have a whole section that we can't use. Well, technically when it's this wet, it's going to go across, as I've showed you before. And that side is wet, so we can't put things on the ground. Things with rubber tires are okay over there, but these leaks seem to be growing that way. So eventually we won't be able to use that side. Makes it very hard to plan for servicings and what have you, due to the owner's negligence. And at this point it's just costing us time and money cleaning this up all the time. I had it nice and clean. I had it fabuloso'd. And, you know, this is where we're at. I mean, you can hear how fast that's dripping. So, there we have it. June 30th. Hey, everybody. This is July 1st report. And really, it's June 30th's rain. So, as you saw, left. And it's close to like 10:30 right now. So, you know, you can see where the water is sitting. And I guess that one missed. It didn't drip there. That bucket is pretty full. This area is dry. I see a spot of water right there. Obviously some water here still hasn't evaporated. One there, a little there. That bucket really didn't catch. I caught quite a bit, but I didn't catch as much as that was on the floor. I'm always amazed, Colorado, how things evaporate, but at the same time, yeah, the mold on the ceiling. Of course, a lot of water ran to this side, so it's pretty wet back over here. I still hear a drip. I hear two drips. Oop. So it's dripping right there. I think one over there. But, yeah, so it's wet there. Oh, just heard a drip in this bucket. Bucket has a little bit of water. Let's go check our bench bucket. No water in that yet. But it seems wet up there. And let's see, what else do we have? We have there with mold growing, and we got mold growing over here. Got rudely interrupted by a phone call, so had to answer that. But we can see mold growing on these two tiles especially now. Now they do have a ladder up on the back, and one guy in a ladder. That ain't gonna do too much. And we can see over here clearly we got that spot. God, this one, where the heck is the drip? Oh, it's off those pipes. So it's coming down. I mean, all that insulation is just soaked. So even though, let's say it takes a month for them to do the roof, the next issue is going to be that now there's mold. And that they haven't taken care of the mold, so the air quality. So that at that time, that's probably when I will go ahead and do the mold test, right? I'm giving the owners a chance. I sent them a stern letter, which I will bring to you at some point. that was basically, here's all the issues, this is what needs to be done. And because they're not adults, they won't talk to us, they won't communicate, they won't come in, they won't see their own place. It makes me wonder, if a place burns down, would they even give a shit to come in and see if it burned down? I don't know. I don't think they have insurance on the place. That would be brought up in court. Can they prove that they, even on our behalf, for the triple net insurance that we as tenants all pay for, chip in and pay for, do you actually really have coverage? Because you won't provide that to us, because we got a lot of damage here. We got floor damage. I mean, don't be charging us for floor damage. Don't be charging us for ceiling tile damage or insulation, because due to your negligence, this has occurred. You have let it continue to grow out of hand to the point of a whole space is very hard to use, because when it's raining, you're not going to be back here working. And once again, what do we sell? We sell things with electric motors, batteries. Lithium batteries don't like water. And if one of those catch on fire, it's not like a fire department can come here and just put out a lithium battery fire. It's going to burn. It's going to burn hot. And this whole place, and I'm not too concerned about the space. I don't give a shit at this point. But I am concerned about the other tenants, right? So that would be an issue. And it doesn't seem, I pointed that out, that due to the nature of our business that you knew from day one, electric bikes, that, there could be an issue. And allowing water to come into the space is not a good issue to have when you have electric bikes. I did pick up a bunch of electrical stuff yesterday, so it wasn't on the floor, so I did do that. Okay, well, basically I was at the end of the video. It's just, it is a business, so we do get phone calls, so I do realize that. It's just frustrating when you're doing a video, like, dang it, the phone. Because you'll go all day without a phone call, and then you go do a video, and it's like, nah, maybe I should do more videos. It's funny. So I got a guy coming in, picking up an e-ride. So good for us. But, yeah, wish these owners would just do something, would talk to us. That's all we're asking, is like, come down, be a man, and talk to us, and be like, hey, what do you guys need? What do you guys maybe want off rent? Versus us pulling a number out of our ass because you're not talking to us, which makes no sense to me. But, I guess you don't really care because, you inherited this. So you inherited multi-millions of dollars, homes, businesses. Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, whether what we pay is what we pay, I guess, is how you figure, and you're okay with that. Because if you're not talking to us, I gotta assume, Aaron has to assume, we both assume that you're okay with that. So, yeah, we'll see if this all gets fixed. I see that there's a ladder up there, and you're probably going to, or they are going to take, because like 3 guys on a ladder typically, they're gonna take months for this roof, and who knows, we get rain in the evening. I think we're getting more rain, so it is what it is, and you guys have a lot to do. So we'll probably be moved out of here if you don't extend our lease. I mean, we still would like to be here. Isn't that crazy? We just like the roof fixed, and we would still like to sign a 5-year extension to the lease, because it is a good location in Monument. Come on.